Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name's Lindsay Perez, your friendly neighborhood beauty enthusiast. Today we are talking about how to have a healthy summer at the pool. Talking about hair and skin, how to keep all those harmful UV rays off of your face, off of your hair, how to keep chlorine out of your hair, and how to keep everything healthy so that you can enjoy that hot girl summer without the damage. Be sure to hit that subscribe button if you want to see more. All right, I just took a quick shower and I wet my hair down. I didn't wash it, I just got it wet real quick. I'm gonna squeeze out most of that water. You don't have to get your hair wet, honestly. You can do this dry, it doesn't matter. It just makes it easier when it's wet. Okay, so what I'm going to start by doing is putting a conditioner in it. So you can do leave-in conditioner. I'm using like a really rich, heavy actual conditioner that is meant to be rinsed out, but I'm going to use it on my hair today. And what this is going to do is it's going to act as a barrier so that that chlorine can't penetrate into my hair strand. So I'm using my Kevin Murphy Repair Me Rinse, and I'm going to do about 2 pumps of that. I'm going to start on my ends and then kind of work it up through my hair. My hair is on the dirtier side. I'm going to wash it tonight, but I don't want to wash it before going to the pool because I'm going to wash it again later. So I'm working it all the way up to my scalp. Usually when I condition my hair, I just do the ends and then I kind of just go like this, but I'm going to actually put that conditioner all the way up because I want it to protect my hair. I'm going to do 2 more pumps. You really want to heavily apply this, where usually you don't need this much. I would have stopped at the first 2 at least. I think I'm gonna do 2 more. The point is that it should feel very slippery because that conditioner is fully coated on every single strand of hair. And you should be able to run your fingers through your hair. All right, after your conditioner is in, you can do pretty much any style you want, honestly. The biggest thing is getting your hair wet and then putting that conditioner through there. That's what acts as that barrier. So if my hair is longer, I will sometimes just put it in a bun on top of my head. I'm gonna show you guys a few different styles. My hair's obviously not long enough for this right now, but so if you have really long hair, again, this, like basically this is all gonna fall out. I comb my hair all the way up and then I just twist it, or I kind of, I don't know, spin it, and then just wrap it around itself, and then I'll just put a ponytail right there. Another thing that's great about this is that it's up high, so it's less likely to get wet. I mean, when you put your head under it will, but it's not gonna be sitting in the water down here, where like braids are gonna be sitting in the water, even if you're not submerged all the way. So I like doing a little bun like that. Again, not gonna work on short hair, but if you have long hair, that's great. You just twist, keep twisting, and then I just take an elastic and just put it around right there. It's also really easy to redo that if it falls out. So that's a super easy one. But short hair, obviously it's a little bit different. So what I'm gonna do today, you can absolutely do French braids. They're a great way to get your hair out of your face, keep it in place. That's awesome. I'm not gonna do French braids because I feel like a lot of people don't know how to braid their own hair, and I want this to be very easy and very user-friendly for everyone. So I'm gonna do just ponytails. So I'm just splitting my hair down the middle. So I'm just gonna use little elastics. You know. So you can, this is a few things you can do. You can do, look, you can see, I don't know if you can see that conditioner on my comb. That's good. That means that it's still in there, it's fully coated. So you could do like twists. If you want to look a little bit more put together, you could do like a little twist where you just split this in half and you twist, and then you just add hair as you go, kind of like a French braid, but you just add hair from one side, so it's a little bit easier, and you just keep twisting. You can add hair from both sides, honestly, but you can kind of just pull it from the front and then twist that back to make it simple, because I know a lot of people really struggle with the concept of a French braid and adding that hair in. So you can just do this and you just keep doing that all the way down, and then you just twist it. So then it kind of looks like a French braid, and it's cute, you know, you have that little style without actually having to do a French braid. So you just grab hair and add it to whichever side. At this point, I've kind of, you know, missed a few pieces because I just started twisting. But you just keep twisting. So for today, I'm just gonna do ponytails. This is a super simple style that I feel like anyone can do because it doesn't really require a ton of like skill level. So I'm just gonna use my finger. You can use a comb, but I'm just gonna go back. I'm gonna take kind of a little triangle section in the front here. And I have these little baby hairs that are probably gonna fall out anyways, but that's okay. And then I'm just gonna comb all this together. And I'm just gonna take one of these little elastics I have here. And my hair is covered in conditioner, so I'm really, especially today, not concerned about breakage because I have that protectant on there. So I don't mind these being extra tight. Usually you want to be a little bit more cautious of that. But again, conditioner. Okay, so I'm just moving that one out of the way for a second. And then I'm just gonna take another section. And again, I just use my finger. I will say I get my nails done like this because it's easier to part my hair. So do with that what you will. It's great for my kids as well. A lot of people think it's like a very aggressive nail shape, and I'm like, well, it kind of works really well for my job as a hairstylist. Okay, and then we're just gonna comb that. Again, you don't have to be this like patient with this. We're just put it in ponytails. Okay. And we're just gonna keep doing this all the way down, and then we're gonna do the other side. And then when I get to the bottom, I'll show you, I'm gonna do just like a little bun. Again, just to keep the water off that hair. It's not that big of a deal because my hair's not long. So basically if my head is in, the rest of me's in, but it's good to practice it. Okay, just getting that middle part back there so that I don't have a crazy part line. And then back here, I start from the middle, and I'm just taking horizontal sections now. So I just take my hand all the way over, kind of go behind that ear, run my fingers through, and then I'm gonna go ahead and section this. The goal here is not like the most stylish style in the world. The goal is protection from chlorine. So chlorine, the biggest thing about chlorine, the reason it's like bad for your hair is it's just a chemical. It's just one more thing we're adding into our hair. It fades your color really quickly. It's very, very drying to the hair. And it just overall is a terrible chemical. There's a reason they put it in pools, right? Like the amount of people who are in swimsuits in a pool is a lot, especially a public pool. Now, if you have an at-home pool and you don't put as many chemicals in, you don't have to worry about this as much, which is great. However, still do things like this. Still be aware of how you're doing your hair. Okay, I'm gonna leave that for a second while I do this side. You still wanna protect your hair. Same with like lakes. Lakes aren't that big of a deal because obviously there's no chemicals in lakes. I mean, at least I've never been in a lake with chemicals. I don't know how that would work, but there's no chemicals out there. So there's nothing in your, getting into your hair other than like dirt and fish poop. Which is gross, but ultimately it can be washed out pretty easily, so it's not that big of a deal. This is just conditioner that's on my comb. So you don't have to worry as much. The ocean, however, the salt can be really damaging to your hair as well. It's just very drying. You think about like if you have like a canker sore, if you guys have ever gotten canker sores, that's what you do is you rinse your mouth with salt water because the salt dries out that wound, So same thing to your hair, it's just gonna dry out your hair. So if you are by an ocean, I live in Colorado, so I'm in a landlocked state, so I don't have to worry about the ocean being part of my summer routine, unfortunately. But if you do go to the ocean a lot, you definitely wanna protect your hair from that ocean water as well. And this is a great way to do that. And then tonight I will wash my hair, and I'm going to talk about some products that I'm going to use to wash my hair as well. I'm going to finish this side. I'm just going to continue taking sections back just like I did on the other side. And then I'll show you here in just a second when I'm done doing this side, and we can talk about a few more products. All right, so I have both of these in. And then I do have some really short pieces down here that I'm trying to grow out that are not gonna fit in there, and that's okay. Now, depending on the length of your hair, you can keep doing bubble braids kind of thing down. So if that's what you wanna do, if your hair's like this length or longer, whatever, and you want kind of a cute look, you can just keep adding ponytails as you go so that you get those little like bubbles. It looks terrible on my hair because it's too short. If your hair's longer, it's cute. If your hair is even just a little bit longer than mine, you can even like twist this and do a little bun that way. Again, mine's not gonna do that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna do one more pony, and I'm gonna do like a little bun like this. So I just twisted that, like I literally just pulled it in half, and then I'm just gonna wrap that around a few more times. Try to keep it as a bun, again, just so that it's not open and it's a little bit more protected. You can skip this. You can leave your hair like this too. I just think buns look cuter, honestly. So again, I'm just gonna tighten, and then I'm just gonna put my pony around, and I'm just gonna wrap it up like that, and then I just keep wrapping it around, kind of grabbing some of those pieces. I can't find that hair tie now. There it is. Okay. So my little buns are in. They're not the cutest buns in the world, but that's okay. And now I'm going to talk about aftercare. So depending on how much you swim, you really need to be taking care of your hair. So if you are at like a public pool or a pool that's very chlorinated every single day, and you are playing mermaids with your friends, drenching your hair, good for you, live your best life. But take care of your hair, do these types of styles, these protective styles with your conditioner. You can, again, just use a leave-in conditioner. If you're out running around, throw a leave-in conditioner in your pool bag so that if your friends are like, hey, let's go to the pool right now, you're like, okay, I got my leave-in conditioner, you know? Just carry something like that with you if you do that a lot. So once you are done in the pool, obviously you're gonna wash your hair. Don't let that chlorine sit in your hair. The longer it sits in your hair, the more damage it's doing. So go ahead and wash your hair with just your regular shampoo. Now, if you're doing this every day, or for my moms, if your kids are in swimming lessons and they are in the pool every single day, that chlorine's still gonna build up on your hair. Regular shampoo is not strong enough to get out all of that buildup. So once every 5 to 7 swims is how I would say it, you want to be using a clarifying shampoo. My favorite is Paul Mitchell shampoo number 3. This is specifically for chlorine. So this pulls chlorine out of the hair. However, if you are using this every single day, if you're swimming every day and you use this every day, it's going to dry your hair out. It's too harsh of a shampoo to use as a daily shampoo. So 5 to 7, every 5 to 7 swims, not every 5 to 7 washes. If you go swimming for 1 full week, you use this at the end of the week. Next week, you only go swimming 2 days, don't worry about it. Skip it until the following week. So you'll kind of feel your hair. It starts feeling heavy, almost like you can't get the water, like the shampoo out of it and the conditioner out of it. It feels like there's product built up in there and it's chlorine and it needs clarified out. So if you're having trouble brushing your hair feels very dry, your hair feels heavy and thick with product, but you've just washed it, it's chlorine. If you've been swimming, it's chlorine. So shampoo number 3 by Paul Mitchell, you can get this at Ulta. I'll link it below. Love that. However, because that is drying, you need to follow up with a very moisturizing conditioner. I love the Repair Me. It's very moisturizing. That's what I have in my hair right now. I do use this as a daily, well, I don't wash my hair every day, but this is my regular conditioner. I lighten my hair, I heat style my hair, I do a lot to my hair. So my hair is fine with having this as a daily conditioner, or, you know, my regular conditioner. If you don't heat style, don't color, it might be a little bit heavy for your hair, but if you do it, you know, after your Paul Mitchell, that's perfect. These two best friends work really well together. The other thing, my blondies, chlorine is gonna turn your hair green. You already know this, right? You know this. I was a blonde child and my hair was literally always green in the summer. because my parents didn't know any of this. So if you are a blonde, if your child is a blonde, Paul Mitchell shampoo number 3. If you are a highlighted blonde, if you get your hair done, and even if you don't, honestly, even if you're one of those, if you have the kids that have the naturally platinum blonde hair, using this is probably going to make their hair look a little yellow just because it's pulling out everything from the environment. It might look a little yellow. If your hair is highlighted, it's 100% going to make your hair look yellow. So you finish with a deep conditioner that is also toning your hair. So this Pravana Perfect Blonde, I love this. All my blondes use this at the salon as a treatment because it's a treatment. It's a deep conditioner that adds moisture into your hair, but it also has a purple tone to it. I don't think you can see it, but oh, that's a new one. It's not open. So it also has a purple tone to it. So purple and yellow cancel each other out. So it tones out the yellow in the hair to make it a more pretty neutral blonde. So absolutely recommend that if you're blonde. If you're a brunette, you do not need this. It's not going to do anything. Okay. So those are my hair products. The last thing is oil. You always want to be using an oil, but especially on your ends, it's just going to help your hair feel really nice. This is the Kevin Murphy Young Again oil. Again, use this on all my clients. Any of these products I sell out of my salon, feel free to message me or comment below and I'll get them shipped out to you. Okay, so that's hair. If you just were here for hair, you can leave now. However, I'm going to talk about skin and SPF real quick. And this is totally just like a shameful plug, and I'm not ashamed about it. We're going to talk about sunscreen because it is so important if you're going to be outside. I'm going to show you all my sunscreens that I'm going to use literally today. All of them. I'm going to use all of them, and I'm going to talk about them. So I don't have anything on my face. I'm not going to wear makeup today because I'm going to be at the pool. I'm going to start with my Super Goop. Gosh, this bottle has seen better days. SPF, I believe it's 40. And this is just a daily moisturizer. I've talked about this before. I don't wear it. I need more than that. I don't wear it underneath my makeup because so I just have like a finger full, I guess. It kind of makes my makeup slip. So I'm not going to use it under my makeup, but I am going to put it on my chest, anywhere that's going to see the sun right now. On my arms and stuff, I'll use just like my body sunscreen. I have one from Kula, I believe. Now I don't remember actually. Anyways, I love it. Okay, so I'm going to put this on my whole face. And then we're going to layer on more. And put it on your hands. Put it on your hands. Your hands, your skin, your hands, your face, and your chest are going to show your age the quickest. So take care of them. So that's Super Goop SPF 40 moisturizer. I'm going to link this below. Next, I'm going to use the Super Goop. I'm just shaking it. Daily Dose Vitamin C SPF 40. So vitamin C helps with like age spots, acne scarring, just discoloration. It helps even it out. I don't know why that was such a hard word for me today. And then it also helps with under eye circles because if you think about it, that's kind of a discoloration. So it can also help brighten your under eye circles. So I'm going to do about 3 pumps of this. And yes, I am putting SPF 40 on top of SPF 40. Just wait, it gets better. And I honestly, if I don't wear makeup, it doesn't matter what I'm doing. I do this entire routine. If I wear makeup, I don't put this much on because it is slippery. It's kind of greasy because I have like 5 layers of SPF on. Well, I will. Okay, rub that in. Now, I am going to be wearing sunglasses. I have blue eyes. They are very sensitive to the sun. However, I'm still going to use some sunscreen on my eyes. These Super Goop eyeshadows, I'm obsessed with them. So this is the Super Goop Shimmer Shade. I have all 3 shades. I don't know, Sunset, Golden Hour. I was like, I don't see the colors on them. And Daydream. Golden Hour was my first one. It's a little yellow for me, honestly. It's very pretty, but it's a little yellow for like to just wear that color. This Daydream though has a pink tone and I really, really like this one. It's just like a base. Again, I'm not wearing any other makeup today, so I don't want this to look like I'm wearing a ton of eyeshadow. So I'm gonna do Daydream. I'm gonna put it all the way up underneath my brow. You can see it's just a real soft shimmer. It's really pretty. It does crease. If you don't want it to crease, put a powder on before or an eyeshadow primer. I really like the Morphe eyeshadow primer. But again, I'm not worrying about it because I'm just going to the pool. And then I also like to use this as a highlighter. And I put a little bit on kind of the tops of my cheeks here. I just think it looks so pretty. The sun hits it and I just think it looks beautiful. And I put a little on my nose, a little on my Cupid's bow. And then I'm gonna do a little bit, so this is the shade Sunset. I'm gonna do a teeny bit of this. It's almost like a rose brown, if that makes sense. I'm gonna kind of do almost like bronzer with this, a little bit of blush. I didn't even bring my makeup brushes down here, but you can see that. Tell them that it is. It's not super dark. I mean, it can, if you apply it with a brush, it can get pretty dark, honestly. But I'm just doing just a little bit to kind of add a little bit of color into my face. And again, this is SPF 30. So we're just adding the SPF, okay? And then, we're not done. I'm not joking. I'm gonna do my unseen screen. This is SPF 40, and I just switched from my matte screen to the unseen, and I actually love the unseen so much. And I am putting that on over that highlighter that I just put on, which I know seems kind of silly, but it just kind of helps blend it, in my opinion. If you want a more dramatic look, do that last. And I'm pulling it all the way down. I want to look like a glazed donut, you guys. I want to be so shiny with my SPF, and I don't even care. Okay, I promise I'm almost done, but one more. Actually, kind of two more. Actually, kind of three more. I thought I brought a lip liner over here, but now I don't know where it is. Another Supergoop. I don't work for Supergoop. I just need to say that. Supergoop lip balm with SPF 30. Your lips are so important. Another thing that's going to show so many signs of aging. This is very moisturizing, as well as doing a sunscreen. I love it. And I'm going like all the way around my lips, I don't care. I used this when I was in Mexico and I was so happy I had it. Okay, and then last thing, which I couldn't find because I know where it is, it's in my pool bag, is I have a powder. Supergoop also makes one, but mine is from Tarte, I believe. And it's an SPF 30 powder. So I don't worry about it too much today because I don't have any makeup on. So I can reapply any of these and it's not that big of a deal. However, it's hot and you don't really want this to melt in your bag. So I love the powder because it's broad spectrum, SPF 30. I can reapply my sunscreen after putting my head in the water, doing all the things. I just reapply with the powder. It's like a little pump. Like the glitter dust that we had when we were kids. It's that kind of pump. So you pump the back, the powder shoots through the brush, and then you can tap it on your face. I love it because it's easy to throw in your bag and just take with you everywhere. I kind of want to buy like 5 of them, honestly, so that they're in every single bag I own, but that's overkill. So I will reapply this, well, I'll reapply that throughout the day. It's not as much, it's not enough protection on its own. You need to have a sunscreen underneath anything you're wearing. At the very minimal, I will wear these two. So I'll do my moisturizer, and if I do a full face of makeup, I do my moisturizer on my neck because I don't like it under my makeup, and then I do my unseen on my face. And this sits really, really nicely under my cream makeup. It doesn't slip around at all. So I still will use these two. It's still full SPF 40 protection. So I'll do those underneath my makeup when I'm doing like a full day. But when I'm going to the pool, I'm putting like 35 extra layers of sunscreen on. The other thing I'm going to do is wear a hat. I have a big floppy hat that I'm gonna put on, and it's gonna protect my shoulders, my chest, and my face. And then, sorry, that sunscreen's like in my mouth. It doesn't taste good, I'll give it that. I also would just wear a ball cap. If you don't have a big floppy hat, I got mine at Walmart for like $8. If you don't have a big floppy hat, just wear a ball cap. Something to shield your hair from the sun along with your part line. Supergoop actually does make a sunscreen that goes on your hairline. I've never tried it, but I thought that was interesting. I always wear a hat, so I don't worry about it. But just wear a hat, just wear a hat. That's also gonna protect your hair from the sun along with your face. So have fun this summer and go swimming and go to the pool and go to the beach and go to the ocean. Do all the things, just please protect your hair and your skin. This is the only face you get, you guys. It's It's the only skin you get. You don't get new skin. I don't care how many procedures there are. I know there's Botox. I know there's filler. I know there's lasers. I know there's chemical peels. But why would you waste your money doing all of that when you could just prevent it with sunscreen, right? I mean, you can't prevent what filler does for you. You guys get what I'm saying. Just protect your skin when you're young, because that is the number one thing any woman who you would consider middle-aged would say, I guarantee you, is wear your sunscreen when you're young. Take care of your skin when you're young. I wish I wouldn't have sat in the sun. I wish I wouldn't have sat in tanning beds. I wish I would have taken care of my skin when I was young. So take care of your skin when you're young. That's the last time I'm gonna say it. And enjoy the pool this summer. Thanks so much for watching. My name's Lindsay Perez, your friendly neighborhood beauty enthusiast. Be sure to hit that subscribe button if you want to see more.